sounding, Josh? We're sounding all good. Sounding sexual chocolate.
Yeah, I'm so
Ready
good.
to go
You're
again.
so good. There we go.
Yeah, ready for take 2.
Fucking.
Don't actually know. Mad clammy. He's only been talking on the sofa for a fucking hour. Well, he's got fucking things as moist as hot as pockets. Yeah, so we're here for take 2. As you can probably see, or our keen-eyed viewers have noticed that me and George are in different places. This is to emphasise the fact that today I am the co-host.
No, you're the host.
Oh, the host. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just so like used to.
It's been a long evening.
Yeah, very long evening. We are refilming this episode because Josh again forgot to push record.
No. You ain't you.
No.
It was you.
Whoa.
That was you, fam.
Yeah. All right.
Don't go blaming it on me.
Not urban Josh. Not the urban fox. We've seen them. The phone for some reason has just died, so this will be a more condensed, shorter episode, which I'll be taking control of because again, George for some reason was a little bit temperamental with me the last couple of days because I had something going on at work, so I wasn't able to film yesterday's episode and drive to Norwich, which is nothing to do with our guest. If anything, I'm double excited to have him on this pod, but it's just a case of, unfortunately, I had to work for a serious reason, not because I wanted to deliver pizza and earn more money, because my only goal and aspiration in life at the moment, as a 30-year-old man with 2 kids and a mortgage and a gutter and all the other bits and pieces that come with that, is to make sure that George, as an individual, and this podcast is fully successful, and I lift him to a platform that can ultimately project his brand and his business into the next stratosphere. So, I mean, just going forward, I don't want to make you feel awkward, but or feel bad for obviously being the way you was with me yesterday, but I understand.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit like uneasy because I don't normally sit here. I've got my leg up, like
It's throwing you off, innit?
Yeah,
I'm very comfy.
It's a lovely chair, that one, isn't it? Yeah, IKEA special.
I'm chill. In. I meant to say chill in there, but I ran out of breath. I was like, I'm chill. In.
Don't know, maybe like let's see how the.
Introduce yourself, mate. Introduce yourself.
Right, so yeah, have I introduced the podcast already?
No.
Okay, so let's get into it. So welcome back to another episode of the Average Joe's podcast. This will be episode 8. I am your host today, believe it or not, the great Harry Roberts, aka Ragnar Roberts, aka the man with the vision and drive to take this podcast to where we need to be. Introducing my co-host for today, the man, the myth, the legend that is George Hyams. Copywriting my thumbs up.
Yeah. I'm your co-host.
Yeah, how you been this last week?
Alright, mate. Alright, yeah. Keeping busy. Not as busy as you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, nothing to report in the last week, unfortunately. Oh. How about you?
No, nothing really. I've just been busy with lots of.
You've been a bit overwhelmed the last week, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely
a bit stressed.
Yeah, it's taken an effect of. It's taken an effect, sorry, on my physical and mental health. So, yeah, it's just been a bit of a tough week, really. Just trying to juggle everything, but you know, we live and we learn and we grow and come out a better, stronger, freestyle lighter man because I shit most of the fucking stress out of me.
You do shit when you stress.
Yeah, but
shit stress, stress shit. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, let's crack on with the podcast, shall we?
How about you, Josh?
Oh, I forgot to introduce Josh. Sorry.
Yeah. We've got cameraman Josh official.
Only joking.
Pop that up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you two? We just heard how you two are, but
do you know what it is? Don't feel like you've got to force this conversation. We have just refilmed.
Yeah.
We've just filmed.
We just filmed such a good episode.
And it's just
such a good episode.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to fucking do it.
So
all
in the
again.
back of your brain now, you're going to be subconsciously thinking, I've got to like go to like that level of where we was. But ultimately, it just is what it is. We just need to get an episode out there, 30-minute special, bosh, done.
Yeah, 100%. No, yeah, I've been good. I've been a bit stressed with college recently, doing the FMP stuff like that. But
what's an FMP for people who don't know, like me?
Final major project. So it's like over the year you do some work and coursework.
Did you say FNP or FMP?
FMP.
Oh, okay.
Foxtrot Mike Papa.
Yeah, that.
No, because when you said major, I was like, I'm sure I said N. Papa.
You missed it.
I did a little.
Go on.
No, so over the year you do coursework, and then towards the end of it, you like get a month and a bit, 2 months to do a final major project. So you focus on one area, and you make the best piece of art photography that you can to try and get the highest grade. So I was doing movie and cinematic stuff with it, and it's just been really stressful, but finally finished that out, and we're just planning our exhibition at college now, and yeah, it's going to be a good month.
Are you prepared?
Yes and no. I'm happy that people are going to see everyone's work and see my work, but I'm worried about people, like, they're going to judge it and stuff like that, and hear people not just in my classes' reaction to my work, but hear art critics, film critics, other people's parents, shit like that. Like,
What was your final piece of?
I was literally just going to ask that.
It was 4 images that sort of linked together to create like an afterlife-y sort of otherworldly scene. One was on this like desert sort of planet, and another was on this alien sort of planet. I had 2 in the middle with one of my mates looking through this doorway into this otherworldly planet.
Actually sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, it does. Sounds quite intense. Like, it's very.
Did you come up with that idea?
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You
impressed.
did actually have a brain. I'm joking. It's quite
I'm
relevant,
impressed.
especially like with like the way like cinema is at the moment with the metaverse and the universe and the multiverse. A lot of films are going down that route, so it's very relevant. Yeah,
I like that, Josh. Well done.
Thank you. And
I'm excited to see it now.
yeah, talking about like otherworldly stuff, Stranger Things. Like, have you 2 completed it yet?
I have.
I have, yeah.
I have finished the last episode. We touched on it last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Harry had only watched 2 episodes at the time. You've now completed it.
Completed it.
I had
mate,
one
yeah.
left. I completed it. Josh had already completed it.
Yeah.
Jay, in between us. But yeah, no.
What did you 2 think?
I think it was really good. I think it's left a lot of answers or unanswered questions for me. I still can't get my head around the fucking clock.
Oh, we've explained this to you, though.
We have explained it to you.
No, I know. You've explained it a few times, to be fair, and we just spoke about it. But I still, now, trying to process it, don't get the reason behind the clock.
Maybe that'll be more answers in part 2.
Possibly.
Yeah, definitely.
Possibly, yeah. Because obviously the relevance is currently that it's in the house of 1 when he was growing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows if there's more to come.
Absolutely ruined the ending for everybody.
It was me that didn't want to ruin it either.
I don't want to talk about fucking Stranger Things because I don't want to ruin it for people that watch it. Oh yeah, just let you know, Vecna's won. Thanks, George.
To be fair, no, it's been a week.
George.
It's been a week. It's the biggest TV show at the moment. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing?
By the time this comes out, it would have been 2 weeks.
Exactly,
2 weeks
so-
and 2 days. So
Yeah.
And then it'll be halfway
fuck
to.
you all if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Because I've just fucking ruined it for you.
I think the only person I know that hasn't watched it is Rogers.
Fuck Rogers. Fuck Rogers. He hates the podcast anyway, so he ain't going to watch it, is he?
No, yeah, it is a great season. The thing that I can't get my head around, not touching on Rogers not watching it, is that I still can't get the people that haven't even watched like the first season.
Yeah.
Of Stranger Things.
Of Stranger Things, yeah, like it's just
I think it is one of the biggest things of this generation, like Stranger Things, Marvel. They're the really big things that are touching cinema and films and will be remembered.
I was worried about he's going to go after touching. Our generation of
Christmas
touching.
2007.
No, but yeah, I think like looking back, for especially older generations, anything I see, man, anything.
Anything I say, man. You're like
Sorry.
split personality disorder. You're
Sorry,
like a man
sorry,
from glass,
fam.
aren't you?
Sorry, fam.
There's like, yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry, man. Is that one of the names of your fucking rap songs? Sorry, man.
No, but I think looking back on older generations, you got like Grease, Star Wars, Star Trek, stuff like that. And I think nowadays, especially like Marvel, Stranger Things, all these Netflix TV shows will be remembered, and like future generations will sit back and watch them.
Stranger
Yeah,
Things will
definitely.
definitely be something that I resonate with in my 20s for sure.
Yeah.
like I've never really got into like series of like things before. Not really much of a TV person. I used to be like a proper film person when I worked in the prison service. I used to have like a Cineworld card, and like it used to be my like little escape because I could go to cinema, and during that time you can't think of anything else because your phone is away. You're just purely focusing on the film. You can't think about anything else. So it was my like
Escape.
yeah, it was my escape. I used to go sometimes like 5 times a week. I'd go to the cinema because it was like you kind of thought it was free because you weren't paying when you go. So it was like that was my little escape. But as soon as I left, I never really went after that. But yeah, I've never really got into like TV. The only things I've got into recently, Stranger Things. I watched the season 1, 2, and 3. I watched that like, twice, and then season 4. I've watched obviously once. I'm gonna watch that again soon.
Oh, why was that funny? Season 4.
It was. I don't know why I laughed at watching the season 1, 2, and 3 twice, but yeah, I've watched that twice. And Euphoria. Don't know if you've seen Euphoria.
No,
I told you to watch Euphoria, but
yeah, I know, but I can't stream it. I don't want to do it illegally, and it's like you have to pay for it, don't you?
yeah, it's on Amazon.
Now TV as well.
Is it on Now TV?
Or it was. It might have run out by now.
The thing is, I like with Euphoria, like from some of the feedback I've heard of that series, is that it's quite like dark and like sexual and all that kind of shit. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind sexual things, but it's I like the reason I like Stranger Things is like the pop culture around it.
Yeah, and the
Like,
fashion.
the fashion. Like from what I've heard, like again, like when reading things and stuff like that, is like even like the costume designers were actually buying stuff from the 80s. This isn't like stuff that's been knocked up. This is genuine, like a throwback in time. Like you're literally peering into like the 80s.
It is cool.
Yeah, like the clothing and stuff like that.
Yeah, the fashion is fucking is spot on in that.
Yeah.
And also the collaborations they've done on the outside. We spoke briefly about this last week. I said about the Nike collab. I do regret selling all those shoes. I have actually currently got them all saved in my eBay account. I found 5 pairs. So I'm just keeping an eye on the prices because some of them are a little bit high. And I think that's because the new ones just come out. So, but I definitely will be because also I'm going through selling a lot of my stuff at the moment. So I might replace them with some of the Stranger Things bits.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, we definitely know about the raised prices because we were looking for the Hellfire Club t-shirts, weren't we?
Fucking hell, yeah.
From Primark, everywhere sold out. And then Harry went online earlier to see if anyone's reselling for.
Like double, triple the price just for
Really?
a Primark t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucked.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, when Stranger Things came out, I managed to pick up the Nike stuff, like less than retail. Like nobody wanted it. I don't get why this season has become so big.
It's because it's the biggest streamed English TV show going. Like season 4 is the most anticipated.
English speaking, is it?
Yeah, because I think the biggest one ever is Squid Game.
Oh, okay.
But
it's
like the biggest premiere, the biggest like debut of an English speaking TV show ever.
Yeah.
And for something that is groundbreaking in the way they're filming stuff, the way they're like introducing the storylines, it is, you can see the hard work they've put into it.
Yeah, it's true.
What kind of theories have you got for the last 2 episodes for season 4?
Well,
What do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to die?
I've got 2.
Hit us.
I think obviously the Max and Lucas stuff, they're finally getting back on good terms. Like they were hugging and stuff because obviously they're broken up after season 3 apparently. But I think that we're going to see Lucas get like what's his name? Vecna. Vecna's going to possess Lucas, and as he possesses Lucas, Max is going to sacrifice herself.
Yeah, but what's he got to be guilty about? That's the thing.
That's the thing.
He's obviously targeting people that have guilt, so he's gone
Maybe
through.
he's guilty for what's under his bed. Do you remember that bit in there where
Yes.
it's about something being under his bed?
And maybe he's guilty about
yeah.
not being there for Max after Billy died.
Yeah, that's actually a good theory.
And then Max is going to sacrifice herself to save Lucas's life. And when
because Billy's dead, she's just been like, oh, I might as well just go as well.
Yeah. But the other one I have is, obviously we see Nancy at the end of season 4 starting to get possessed by Vecna.
Yeah.
and Steve's down there with her, and like everyone else has climbed through, but Steve's not moving, she can't get up. So I have a feeling that we see in the trailer Eddie playing on top of his caravan in the upside down playing a guitar, and it's got really big online, like what's he playing? I have a theory that at the beginning of part 2, we're going to see him climb back out of the real world back into the upside down with his guitar to distract whatever's after them, Vecna, the bat things, to sort of save her life and play her favourite song while Steve gets her out the upside down, therefore sacrificing himself.
Which he says he's never done.
Exactly, being that hero that he said he'd never been.
What kind of song, or what song would you want to hear if you was taken by Vecna? What would be that one song that you'd want to hear?
Me, first. Yeah. Fucking hell. There's so many... Oh, that's a fucking tricky one, to be fair.
What would yours be, Josh?
Well, there's lots, and you've made a fun of me of the ones I picked last episode. I was having to think about it when we were making the end of the pods, and I know it's not a traditional sad song, but I'd say Budapest by George Ezra.
Oh, okay.
Any
my
reason?
House in Budapest, my
Because
hidden
When
treasure
Harry's
is
done singing.
golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo, you. Ooh.
Are you staring at the fucking camera?
Yeah, because I want whoever's watching this, your mum. Joking, big thing. Yeah, I want them to feel the intensity in my singing.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I want them to get that kind of vibe, or I want them to feel how Josh would feel if he was to hear Vecna.
Yeah, it's not a traditional sad song, but it was my nan's favourite, like one of her favourite songs. And like it won't mean anything to anyone else. Everyone else will think it's like a happy song, but it resonates with me because like the stories I've got, I won't go into them right now. But she stayed up all night to watch Glastonbury because one of the years he was headlining Glastonbury, and like we went down to see her the next day, and Mum was like, "You look really tired. Like, why are you tired? Did you get sleep?" She's like, "No, I stayed up to watch that George Ezra. He's such a smart lad. He is. He's clean shaven. Like, I really like him."
Not like her grandson.
And me, like, she always used to go, I really like that Oodling song. That Oodling song. What's the guy? And she loved him, and we played it at a funeral. And yeah, that is definitely
That's nice.
one of the songs that I'd pick. Where are you, Eric?
Nice.
What about me?
How'd you follow on from that?
Yeah, I can't really, like... The Macarena, probably. No, I'm joking.
50 Cent in the club.
Yeah. The candy shop. Just see like Vecna start grinding up and down me when he's like got me in the air. I want him to kill me. No, mine would probably be somebody that I used to know by, is it Gautier? Gautier.
Yeah. I fucking despise that song, but I get why.
It's because of the boys. It's the only song that if I was to like, Sunflower by Post Malone for Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because like, every time I hear that song, I just think of the boys.
Yeah.
But Gautier is the song that stops them from fucking kicking off.
Yeah,
and Ezra will stop and look at the screen
like,
and go,
"Oh, Greg.
Greg. Yeah. So,
I've actually got a video of him doing that. Video of him. We'll,
yeah,
we'll pop it up. We'll put it in. We'll put it
yeah.
in now. But
Ezra, who is it?
Greg.
Who?
Greg.
Uncle Greg? Is Uncle Greg? Yeah? Where is he?
Uncle Greg.
Uncle Greg, that's right.
yeah, it's proper cute when they're like, "Oh, Uncle Greg."
yeah, he does look like him. To be
Yeah.
fair. That's probably where he went. He lives in Dartford now. Oh, can't say that.
It's
Rich
mad.
doesn't live
That
in
was like a
Dartford, so-
one-hit wonder, though, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, proper.
there's been lots of them though recently, like especially with TikTok. Like, you could do one quick song on TikTok that goes extremely viral, and like you could be one day a nobody, and then the next day millions of followers, millions of streams. It's like what kind of songs could you think that have done that recently?
I don't know. I feel like we didn't ask George what his song was.
Shit, yeah,
We kinda
no.
like-
He didn't
I'm
answer.
fucking co-host, so don't worry about me.
I'm used to it. Like, I can't host yet. Like, just getting completely fucking left
I'll
out.
talked over. No, I think mine would be. It would probably be. There's two songs that I'm on the fence with. One, which will make my mum and dad laugh because it's a song I used to play as a kid whenever I was sad.
Oh, here we go.
So they knew that if I was in my room with my door shut listening to this song, that I was sad, I was emotional, and that was "Fields of Gold." Do you know that song?
How's it
I
go?
think it's like by Sting or something like that.
How's
How
it
does
go?
it go?
No, I'm not gonna sing.
Come
No,
on.
go on, just
No.
do a little.
No, you know it from like Smooth or Magic.
Fields of Gold.
Yeah.
I can't think of how that goes. You're gonna have to sing it.
You're gonna have to.
Nah, I'm not singing.
Come on.
it.
Come
I'm not singing
on.
it, I'm not singing.
Oh wait, it's in my head. No, it's not. Go on, sing it.
I'm not singing it, and then the second song is probably, I think it's by Bette Midler, and it's called "Wind Beneath My Wings," which is my mum's. It's from my mum's favourite film, which is Beaches. I wouldn't say it's her favourite song because she fucking just loves Michael Bolton, or maybe Still Bars by Michael Bolton.
Yeah, that song. We used to play that in the shop, and every time I used to hear it, well, when we first moved into Tessuti, they didn't have like a what we call a Plexus system, so it's like a playlist that would be sent down from head office. So we used to just whack on these CDs, and whoever had the shop beforehand left these old 80s CDs in, and all it was Michael Bolton and Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, still bars.
Michael Bolton will forever just remind me of my mum.
Has your mum still got that picture of him on the fridge?
Probably.
I always used to walk in and go, I know that's Michael Bolton.
Yeah. I think she's been to see him about 9 or 10 times now. Mental. But yeah, that's probably my picks.
Sorry, just cut to Michael Bolton. Have you ever watched one of his music videos?
No.
I think it's like, how can we be lovers
Yeah.
if we can't be friends? So, as you are probably aware, the
Camera just
camera is
cut
now
out.
zoomed out on me and Josh, and that's because, like Jules just said, the camera's just cut out. So it's been one of them days where I think nothing's going in our favour, but we're just going to keep battling through. We appreciate your patience.
The only thing is, it could have been worse if we went to Norwich yesterday and the first camera from the first episode we just filmed cut out.
this is a fucking sign
Yeah.
that we shouldn't.
I've gone to Norwich yesterday.
Yeah, because we weren't in because of my situation and because of all this shit.
This is a sign that what happened at the weekend at your shop deserved to have happened so that we didn't go to Norwich.
Yeah, something would have happened. We would have had a car crash or something.
Jesus.
We have them signs, don't you? It's like when that fucking Lewandowski went to go and sign for Blackburn.
What did he do? Crash?
No, he was going to jump on the plane, but he didn't because that volcanic or something happened, didn't he? He got caught in traffic or something like that. Or his flight
What,
got
the
delayed.
plane crash or something?
Yeah, well, yeah, the plane crashed. Yeah, the plane
Oh.
that he was on, yeah, like
Mad.
fucking crashed. So it's them kind of things which are a sign. Someone's up there like looking down at us saying that this is what it's about, but we've got to keep muddling through. We're professionals now at this.
Where were we anyway?
Your favourite song?
Oh yeah, I think I just
Oh yeah,
finished
Bette
that.
Midler.
Bette
Wind
Midler,
Beneath
Wind
My
Beneath My
Wings.
Wings, or Sting. I think it's Sting. Fields of Gold.
Yeah, feels
That's what I would want to take me out of the Upside Down.
Is that the one that goes? You remember?
Yes.
Me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew I had it in my head.
Ah,
Was
yeah.
that a tweet?
That is it.
Yeah, and it's funny, going back to what you were saying with the whole TikTok songs.
Yes.
And so we can go back
There
to
is
that
a song that I've noticed recently. It's by someone called Cat Burns.
now. Go.
Go.
That's the
yeah.
one, yeah. Go, yeah.
How's it going?
Pack up your things and go.
Yeah. That's the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
So that blew up on TikTok. She released it, and then like a few weeks later, she's now released it with Sam Smith on it.
It's mad what TikTok can do with you. 'Cause
Power
like,
of TikTok.
look at that Sam Ryder guy. He did, what was it?
Fucking Eurovision.
Spaceman?
man.
Yeah, and then he went.
Oh, your voice cracked there. I thought you could hit the high notes.
I can't hit them high notes, but do you know what it is? I've done this. I've sung
So
so
many
much
times.
tonight. Yeah.
Got sore throat.
Yeah, no, it was mad. He did like one couple of songs that went mental on TikTok, and then 2 weeks later, a month later, he's on Eurovision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit bigger than that,
Yeah, it's mental.
but he's still fucking started off on TikTok.
And if Ukraine hadn't been having a war, we would have won
Yeah.
for the first time in like 40 years.
I said when I actually did watch it for like the first year ever because of that Sam Ryder. Cause I think we could do all right. I only watched the bit where the fucking votes come in. I thought if there's anyone that I'm happy to lose to, it was Ukraine.
Yeah.
We did.
Why?
Because of like what they've got going on at the moment. I just think, it's nice for them to have.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Unfortunately, and this can sound horrible, it was a bit of it was the sympathy vote that they got, but they deserve it.
Yeah,
So-
definitely, yeah.
They need something to rally their people at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think the Eurovision is going to do that when they've got a fucking
Nah.
bomb dropping
I don't
in their
think
faces.
I don't think Putin's gonna watch it and think, do you know what? They really come together for Eurovision. We're gonna stop this
This is
shit.
it now. Like, I'm actually going to fucking
I'm
stop
done.
the
I'm done with
infiltration.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Ukraine. Sorry, all these children that are killed. You won fucking Eurovision.
Yeah,
Got deep quickly.
it took a fucking massive turn.
Yeah.
Who else? Sam Tompkins was another one I saw on TikTok.
There's that Adele Bruno Mars one that you were talking about earlier.
How's that go?
Yeah.
Why is it all made to sing tonight? I don't think
You're the
people
one who
know.
fucking. I said last week my toxic trait was that I think that I can sing.
Yeah, but one of the we haven't had one bit of feedback saying that we need to see more of Harry singing.
No, we've had more feedback saying we need to see more of Harry. So if seeing more of you it means singing, then so be it.
Okay, what do you want me to sing?
The Bruno Mars Easy on Me collab.
Oh, I ain't got that skill set right now.
And next episode, you're hearing this now. Next episode, he'll do it.
Absolutely not. As a main host now, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm taking control of my social platform. I'm not doing it anymore. I won't be associated with bad singing.
You really want to build up your personal social platform, don't you?
I really do, but I don't know how. I don't have the time. I'm not committed enough to do it.
No, that's what it is.
It's just like, and it's like, what do you do? Like, it's so exhausting and draining just editing the podcast. It's like, what do I physically do? What do people want to see? I don't have the finances to go and like a Mr. Beast and go and spend loads of money on doing something.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have like that low opinion of myself to start doing fucking dances like Simple Simon.
I'm glad you fucking mentioned Mr. Beast, actually. I watched a documentary about him the other day. I haven't finished it yet, but he started off with... He was just doing a few YouTube videos, and then he started off with a sponsorship, and they was offering him $5,000 to do a video, and he was like, no, I want 10 grand. Like, I'll only do it for 10 grand. They gave him 10 grand. He gave the whole 10 grand to one homeless person, like just on the street, didn't keep a penny of it for himself. And then that's how he started to build up. And now he spends millions of dollars at each video.
You seen that Charlie and the Chocolate
Yeah, he
Factory?
built a fucking Charlie and Chocolate Factory with an actual fucking chocolate lake that they could fucking
Row out.
row a boat in.
It was mental. I watched it last night. I was like, how does this guy
He
have
is
so
different
much money?
gravy.
Yeah, how does he come up with these ideas as well?
32 million views in like 16 hours.
But it's because no one else is doing it or doing it to his scale.
No.
You
He
look at-
recreated Squid Games.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's mental with like hundreds of people. But the thing is, like, you look at us, like, and what we're trying to achieve with our podcast. Everybody is doing it.
Yeah.
Like your next door neighbour, their nan, their cat. Like, it's like what
Yeah.
what makes us different? Like, at least with him, like, he's actually like doing something that's good. He's basically helping people. Some of them things he done.
Which he loves doing as well. He says it in this documentary, like, that's the reason that he does these sort of things. Same with like Steve Will Do It. Although Steve Will Do It is a lot flashier. Steve Will Do It's got all the cars, he's got the jewellery, he's got like, well, he wears a lot of his merch all the time pretty much, but he self promotes. But he just like gets that thrill from helping people. A lot of people will turn around and say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't video helping people." By videoing helping people, that's how he can then help more people.
Yeah.
That's what people don't seem to get a grasp of. They're like, oh, he's just doing it to show off, like, make himself look good. Well, like, he's doing it for content because it's wholesome content that I enjoy watching that because, like, I aspire then to think, oh, I'd love to be able to fucking do that for somebody one day, which is what he is trying to get out to people. But at the same time, he has to film it and put it out because that's how he gets more money and revenue to do it again for someone else.
Yeah.
Like, he opened a free petrol garage the other day and, Yeah, like spent like fucking $100,000 on fuel for people. He went to Walmart and beat fucking Shaquille O'Neal's record of most money spent at Walmart, which was $134,000.
The thing is with that kind of stuff though, is like, it's not just like that initial impact that it has on somebody's life. It's the ongoing effect.
Yeah,
Like, if it was to like, someone fills up their car full of petrol,
yeah,
that could be like a single month that doesn't have any fucking
Yeah,
money at all. All of a sudden, like, her life's completely done a U-turn, or that
Yeah.
one moment has changed her perspective on life.
I just completely did a U there as well, and I started off talking about something,
Answered
and
your
I
own
went
question.
off on a tangent into something else. It must be a co-host
It's
thing.
the chair thing.
Yeah, it must be.
Definitely a co-host
But
thing, yeah.
basically, fucking Mr. Beast. He said like he started buying like his fucking designer clothes and the fancy cars and shit like that, and then he sold it all. He's like, don't get any enjoyment from it. He just sold it, and he just gets his enjoyment from helping people, which I think is really good.
You do that regularly though.
What's that?
Not helping people and enjoying and doing
I
it.
wish I fucking could.
No, yeah, well, yeah. But like selling your shit.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
You're going through that phase at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Selling absolutely everything. and
Yeah,
anything.
everything. I'll sell the fucking clothes off my back. The shoes on my feet. Do you want to buy them?
I don't know why you do it though. You've got such a like decent-ish collection. There's some pieces I think that if you sell it, you're gonna regret it.
100%. Like the fragments, they're
Yeah.
cold. And if you sell them, you're going to regret it like 2 weeks down the line.
I just go through these phases of like thinking like I don't like need all that sort of shit anymore. Like it's nice to have, but I don't need it. I fucking sit at home most most of the time. Like I sit at home like fucking at least 6 days a week. And I come and do the podcast. Obviously I work in the evenings, but I'm not gonna wear fucking Fragment 3s or fucking like Off-White 4s to go and fucking deliver pizza. Do you know what I mean?
No, but you're driving A35.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Got a fucking mini sat out there, a fucking 16-year-old mini. I don't use that, but then I think like I do a lot of driving, so that's why I enjoy having a nice car. But like I don't go out a lot to like just have all these like nice shoes just sat about. Like I feel like I've been there, I've done that now with Himes Collectives. Like, I needed those shoes as a statement as to what I was doing, like with my life at the time. I thought shoes was going to be my long-term like goal, was to have like shoe store. Had obviously my small one, wasn't anywhere near the vision and the plans that I had for it, but I've moved on from that now. And I feel like I don't need all these sort of things laying around anymore. You know, I've got shoes that I can sell for a lot of money, and I could do things with that money.
100%. And with your business now, like, you're knuckling down, and like we're all got stuff that we're knuckling down trying to get off the ground. And you're not really going out as much to, like, we worked at Tasuti.
Yeah.
You needed a fresh fit every day. You
Yeah,
needed a
again,
fresh pair
that's
of
another
shoes.
good point. Like when I was working at Tasuti with you guys, like I wanted to have like the nice shoes and the nicer clothes or whatever. But again, like I don't need that now. So it's just sitting there gathering dust. So I might as well start moving it on to people who are going to appreciate it.
Do you know what I think with me? Is that I do look at shoes, or shoes in particular I think are my weakness when it comes to like my clothing. But like I find like I don't go out drinking. I don't really go out like and spend loads of money on like nice meals. I've got a family to provide for an X, Y, and Z. So my like little treat is like shoes.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm feeling a bit like shit or not under the weather, but like mentally I'm not feeling great. So I feel like that little pick me up is like, oh, that's what I need.
Yeah.
As soon as
Little
I get them, though,
endorphin
it goes.
boost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like so, like my question to you would be like, do you feel like your perception on happiness, if you like, or maintaining that like stable mindset, or what you're trying to achieve is, in the sense of like with your mindset, do you feel like you don't need them things anymore?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're a little
100%.
bit more settled in yourself because obviously?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, in terms of like settled with myself, like not in terms of like my appearance or things like that. I'm definitely like very, very self-conscious. But I now know that buying shit like fucking expensive shoes isn't going to fucking change the way I feel about how I look at myself in the mirror. Do you know what I mean? So that's fucking more within that needs to change, not what I fucking wear.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't help. And I've been down that road fucking many a times. that thinking that helps, but it really fucking doesn't. That's probably why I fucking started tattooing myself at such a young age, because I thought that that's what would make me feel good about myself, but it doesn't. Like, and I don't know if you'll agree with that, because you started tattooing at a young age as well. Like, I don't know, it made me feel like, especially there's some relevance to it as well, because when I was 17 and working at Choice, you'll probably know the reasons why I started getting tattooing, because I thought I would fit in with certain crowds, shall we say.
Demographics, yeah.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, it's definitely not.
I 100% agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
When I started first getting tattooed, I was 18 and I was going through like my chubby phase, if you like. And I thought, if I get tattooed, they're going to be looking at my tattoos instead of looking at me.
100%.
And like, I'll walk past the mirror. I'll do it now. Like, I'll pull my shoulders back. I'll suck myself in, and I'm like, oh yeah, do you know what? I look majestic. And all of a sudden, I'll catch myself at a glimpse, and I'm like, fucking hell, that's what I really look like.
Yeah.
But that was my mindset, and that
Yeah.
still is now. Like with your stag do, I'm thinking, if I get a few more tats, like, no one's going to be looking at my tits.
Yeah.
Not that I want anybody. I don't care if anybody that looks at my tits or
Nah.
doesn't look at my tits.
But it's
'cause-
still like, regardless, you still don't want people to look at you and think you fucking, you fucking,
what a slug of a man.
you
Yeah.
gorilla.
Yeah. But I feel like, for me anyway, like, I'm a lot more like, I'm just embraced what I am and who I am. I know I can't change. I can change if I want to,
Yeah.
but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time. So it's just...
No, I definitely agree. Time is definitely a struggle. I see it as a struggle, but I also see it as an excuse for me, because, you know, I could go out during like for a fucking bike ride or a walk or a fucking something like that during the day if I wanted to. So it's a bit of an excuse, but it's hard, you know. It's hard to find the motivation, especially when you get to like my sort of size as well. Like, it's difficult.
Touching on, slightly moving away from that, touching on the stag do as you mentioned, how are you feeling about that?
Basically, what you just said is absolutely fucking boring. Let's get on to Marbella.
Let's get on to fucking Marbs
just
2023,
shut up, fatty.
boy.
Let's get on to
Yeah?
fucking the beaches.
Stop
and the
talking about you
go-karts.
fucking
Yeah.
being sad about being fat, you can't.
Yeah. Who cares if you've got no motivation? But get him up, Marbella. Fucking hell, Josh. Thanks for shooting him down. We were getting right in the feels there, mate.
I was fucking crying and everything.
We're going to start singing Sam Smith. You fucking come in with that. But no, yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on, Josh.
I'm very
No,
excited.
get back to your sad talk.
No, tell us, what do you want?
How are you feeling about it?
I'm very excited.
Obviously, the stag do, big news.
I'm excited that you have now joined on as well. It's going to be, if we start, well, we will start vlogging, the Average Joe's vlog, at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, the stag do will be a vlog, probably a part 1, part 2 vlog. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Be good. Yeah, I am excited. I'm excited for next year. Not wishing away this year,
Yeah.
but I am excited for next year. Got a lot of things to look forward to.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I think my approach to this stag do is just to, like, from a looks perspective, is just to go with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, you've got like some of the guys that are coming along.
Yeah.
Pro footballer.
Yeah.
Like, Dave really can't. If I look at Fred, I put on weight.
Yeah.
He can't fill his belly, like,
Yeah.
for the life of him.
No.
Like,
Yeah. He has got better at eating, but again, there was a transition period. I'm trying to think of like roughly the years it was where he was so skinny to the point where I even saw it bothering him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he just could not put weight on to save his life, and I think that's important as well to know that, like, it's not just when you're fat that you want to be skinnier. Like, sometimes when you're skinnier, you want to be bigger, and he went through this like mental like change.
He went Jimmy, smashed Jimmy, didn't he, for a bit?
Yeah, and he changed like over the course of like 6 months to a year, and he just like bulked. Like, you know, he'll always be slim. He's tall. He was always athletic. Like, he always played football. Went to the gym a lot, but yeah, he did bulk like quite quickly over over a space of time. So I think that was good for him. But again, he's in very good shape. Harry's in great shape. Luke's always been slim. Although
Actually,
he would
Jake-
probably disagree because he's always like, oh, I want to lose weight, but he's always been slimmer. Jacob has always been a gym goer and played football at the weekends. Max has always been in great shape.
So basically,
He
like, the fact
loves
he's gonna
the
be
gym.
Like me, you, Josh can't determine whether or not he's skinny or fat.
Yeah.
And then Terry,
Yeah.
not well, not tell.
I think.
tells him fat,
Do
but
you know? I think even Terry and Dan will. They'll probably want to be like, they'll probably hit the gym a bit beforehand. So
I reckon about 5-6 weeks before I'm going to try and lose a little bit of weight, but I'm not. I'm just going to embrace.
I think I just need to lose weight anyway. Like not even just for the fucking stag do. I need to lose weight for the wedding as well. So I think anytime soon, maybe in season 2 of the podcast, you might start seeing me slimming down a little. Maybe these fucking arms won't be bulging out as much in this chair. I might not be melting into this chair as much, but who knows? Who knows? Just got to find the fucking motivation for it, which I'm sure I'll find eventually.
The thing is, like, you recognise that you need to do something, which is the most important thing. So once you get a structure in place, you'll be.
Yeah, I think I've recognised it for a long time, and because years I've been planning the business that I am now doing. So it's a weird one because obviously I was planning the gym wear business like probably around the same sort of time as I started the shoe business. It came hand in hand really. I just kind of put it to the side. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something with it at some point. And then when shoes started to die down a little bit and I was like falling out of love with it, I picked back up with that and I started ordering samples. That's when I was working with you again. And then that came to a dead end when I just couldn't afford the bulk purchase anymore. Like it was going to be too much money to actually fund it. So, but that just goes to show how long I'd been thinking. Oh, well, maybe I need to do something. But at the same time, I want to create this clothing that can be used for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I could never buy anything that would make me look or feel good in the gym. I'd have to wear like these t-shirts when they go too tatty.
Yeah.
And like a fucking pair of like tech fleece shorts from Nike. Does nothing for you in terms of absorbing sweat, feeling comfortable, venting. Like it doesn't fucking do anything like that. If anything, it does the opposite because these would be terrible for working out in. So yeah, that's where set off fucking.
I think that's a good sort of genre you're tapping into there. The plus size ranges.
Well, it's inclusive, so yes, the plus size is part of it, but we don't want to be known as a plus size brand. That's far from it's not far from what we want to be known as, because obviously we are catering for plus size people, but we're also catering for everyone, and that's the whole point. We're inclusive, so we're going to be working with a guy in Ireland called Worthington. He's like fairly big on TikTok at the moment. I think he's about 450k followers. He's on a weight loss journey. But we'll also cater for someone that's like a small or medium. So we can work with anyone, and that's the beauty of it. So that's that's what's exciting about the brand, but also very difficult about the brand, because it's really hard to cater to get the sizing right from small to 6XL. Like it's really difficult to find the right gradient of sizing.
Yeah. Would you say that's been your biggest struggle so far, is getting them sizes right, or finding a product, or getting the prototypes made to fit correctly for like larger sizes? Because I wouldn't have thought that factories would be like mass producing larger sizes.
100%. It's been the hardest thing. We're 10 months. I left Tasuti in July last year.
So nearly a year.
We've been working on it, and purely because we can't get the plus size right. We've only just okayed the small to XL. We are labelling our things slightly different as well, because we don't want that. Like somebody like myself who in gym wear wears a 5XL, yeah? I don't want to be known as wearing an extra large, yeah? So ours will be labelled L5. It's a large 5.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, 6 extra large. Nobody wants to be wearing extra large. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to be labelled with that. And imagine not having to see that in the back of the top. I don't think that's going to be very motivating.
Yeah.
Although it might motivate you to want to be down, but then you're only going to go to a 5 extra large. So yeah, so it's an L6, L5, L4, L3, L2, L1, large, medium, small. So that's something that's good. So we've okayed the small to L1 and now L2 to L6 is just what we're trying to finalise. And what we have just given them in terms of measurements should work. I mean, everything is hand measured. Literally, we're fucking there with the little tape measures, every seam, everything. Even like things as small as like this little thing here, like is all hand measured to make it perfect. So fingers crossed this will be it now.
100%. And when that does finally come out, that'll be good because you'll have more people jump on the back of Set Off, bring that up, like keep on talking about it, and then hopefully that will raise awareness.
I think it will resonate. I think it will resonate with a lot of people because when you look at like people like the likes of Tyson Fury, he just goes to show that you can get to any state in your life and still come back and succeed. You know, he got up to 26 stone, 27 stone, maybe even more than that, nearly 30 stone.
Yeah.
And then still came back to be the heavyweight champion of the world.
Even people like Paddy Pimblett, the new UFC fighter from Liverpool.
He fluctuates his weight all the time.
Sorry?
Paddy Pimblett.
Oh.
So
what did you think?
I said Paddy Pimblett.
So he's like, in the off season, because he loves food, he'll get to like 20, 25 stone, and then he'll cut right down for
He gets
the
to
fight.
25 stone.
I don't fucking know.
25
Can't imagine he gets
stone.
to,
He gets fat.
Yeah, but he doesn't get to 25 stone fat.
Yeah.
You should see the
That
videos
takes
of
years of fucking dedication.
Doesn't come overnight, mate. That's
Yeah.
fucking investment.
But no, I know, he's like the Ricky Hatton of the UFC world. Ricky Hatton used to do it all the time.
Yeah,
didn't he?
fluctuate with
He
his
would
weight.
fluctuate
yeah.
his weight all the time, all the way up, all the way down. Like, it's just the way people like to do it if they love food so much. But yeah, it's probably not the fucking healthiest way of doing it, but if it works for them, it works for them.
But it is what it is. People love food.
Yeah.
It's an addiction. Do you think, like we were talking in the first podcast we filmed before we had to refilm it, about like how the product that you're creating is, or I touched on the fact that China is such a dominating force when it comes to that industry and how they chuck out product at like a 60% completion rate. For yourself also, like, and again, like you were saying, like with regards to your product, you're trying to finalise that product so ultimately somebody that's buying into it can straight away jump into that culture and into that community, which is why it's taken a little bit of time. I mean, I've answered my own question. Jeez. No worries, next question.
No, I was trying to follow it.
No, yeah, so like basically what I'm saying is that, again, is that another reason as to why it's taking a little bit of time, because you're trying to get a product that is literally just something that's going to be there, that's going to be, one, sustainable, and two, that's going to be able to take it's a product that's going to be able to go along this journey with this customer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do get what you mean.
I might have another Harry Roberts
All
moment,
in my head, all I can think of is a few moments later.
Yeah, a few moments later.
But no, I do get what you're saying, yeah. Like, I think, and you'll agree, like, first impressions are so fucking important.
Massively, yeah.
So, with a product like we're trying to put out, like, gym wear is not fucking a new thing, is it? Like, there's so many brands out there that are doing gym wear. And so many, like, fashion brands are doing gym wear as well, because, like, they see that it's, like, the newish trend. Like, people will just walk around in gym wear nowadays, like in like the fucking Nike gym tops with the Nike shorts. Like, you see that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, people will go for a fucking nice meal in that. But it's so I fucking done a year, haven't I?
Under Armour quarter zips and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
down to Nando's, like
Literally,
wearing a pair of
I've seen
D-square
so
jeans
many
and
people in
yeah.
like Nike quarter zips with fucking jeans,
Yeah.
like, and like mallets.
Or like girls would be wearing like the gym like Gymshark leggings and
Yeah.
a pair of like Ted Baker plastic sliders. You know, I guarantee you have not been on that fucking step machine. Yeah, step machine in them bad boys.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
literally. Yeah, no, like, gym wear has become such a popular thing. So, like, we need to make an impression when we come out. And I think, like, being that, like, there's not many, like, fashionable plus, like, bigger size brands out there, inclusive size brands out there. So the brands that are out there are not the sort of brands that people are going to want to be like sponsored by or represented by when it comes to like being an athlete or an ambassador.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we can try and fill that gap.
Yeah, because I know people like Gymshark, like people love to be sponsored by Gymshark, but
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
all just
really
for
think of-
Instagram bio, like so they can
Yeah.
put Gymshark ambassador in their fucking bio.
Exactly, and hopefully you'll, with the set off, get to somewhere like that. Because
Yeah, I
I can't
hope
think
so.
of many other brands that people feel hyped about to be
Yeah,
a part of.
but for us, you won't have to be like an actual athlete, like to be an ambassador. Like the guy that we're going to be working with in Ireland, he's just he's just a general guy that's trying to lose weight, but documenting it for others to inspire. Like that's what we want. We want the everyday person who struggles to lose weight, who has the fucking 9 to 5 or has the shift work, so they can't fucking just. Well, the 9 to 5 is probably easier. Like they can't do the 9 to 5, go to the gym, cook 3 meals a day. Like they're doing shift work, they're doing night work. Like we're just trying to market those people. Like we're not here to just get every athlete on board to spread the word to make it fashionable and popular. We're here to like get people motivated to go to the gym. Like we'll have we look at doing like basic home workout plans in our deliveries, basic meal preps for like a week or two, just like easy things that you can like be doing at home that can just make a big difference.
So it's more like you're not only creating a brand. One, you're creating a brand, you're creating a community, and also you're educating people on how to live a healthier and better lifestyle.
Yeah.
So there's a message behind the product, not just a case of, like you said, just becoming a brand.
And this is coming from a person who struggles with that. So like I can resonate with every single person that buys from us. I'm not sat there behind a computer with a fucking 6-pack, like fucking ripped to shreds, like a fucking PT. Like it's coming from a place of like struggle as well. So I can sit there and I can sympathise and I can resonate with the people that are buying from us.
That's a brilliant thing to do when you're creating a brand like that, is you want to feel connected to your consumer.
But the customers will realise that it's authentic. So
That's good.
It's veterinary.
yeah, just
Yeah.
a fucking fly went in my face. But yeah, no.
I've started singing. You remember?
Yeah.
You start floating up.
Harry.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, no. That was my passionate speech about the brand.
No, and do you know what it is? Like, I genuinely believe you. I feel excited for it to launch, and it's not just a case of, again, I think the product's going to be really good. Like, you've had your socks.
Yeah, socks are fucking mint. They're in my opinion, they're better than the leading market pair of white socks that everyone wears.
Well, to get them on the next episode, just bring us in a pair and I'll just bust them.
I've got them on now.
Have
I've
you
got a pair
them
on.
Lift your leg up.
Yeah, you guys,
Harry's foot has just come back.
you can lift my jean up for me.
When the moon...
I don't know if it might have fallen down.
Oh, yeah, actually, quite thick, isn't it?
Yeah, got the little fucking grey patch on the heel and the toe tab.
Yeah.
Embroidered set off.
Very cool.
It's fucking sick.
Very comfy. Like I said, better than the leading brand on the market. You know who you are. We're coming for you. And our packaging. Last thing, our packaging is fucking sick. This fucking fly.
That's all the shit you've been talking about.
Yeah, it's fucking coming around my mouth.
Yeah.
Someone
yeah.
say bullshit. But yeah, no.
Some little things like packaging that makes all the difference.
Yeah. We got frosted zip bags.
Wow. It's very premium.
It is very premium. We're a premium brand.
Sounds
You
good.
said that so majestic and that suave. We're a premium brand.
Premium brand without the premium prices.
No, so now you work in Poundland.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Oh, no, cool. Well, is that everything everyone's got to add on this podcast? We have literally been doing this for the last 5 hours.
Literally, yeah.
Trying to think, what do you think about that Boris Johnson?
Oh, we fucking. We had to make it all political. We want to go home, Josh. We want to go
You are
to bed. What, Boris Johnson want the vote of confidence?
Yeah,
No,
I
what
think he's
vote
a
of confidence?
fucking knobhead.
100%.
Simple as that. And if anyone believes that we have any say in what goes on in the fucking British politics And they're
It's
fucking
delusional.
stupid.
100%. Like,
Delusional.
the Tories, like they're not listening to what the people want. They're rich. They've come from wealth.
They never do listen to what the people want. No one ever listens to
Exactly.
what the people want.
We
As long
need
as
a
it suits
person.
them, that's all that fucking matters.
We need a person that has lived the hard life, is come from a working class family, and will listen to the people.
Did somebody just say Harry Roberts?
Harry Roberts.
All I heard was Harry. Harry.
Fuck's sake.
I think that's what we need. We need somebody that's just, like Josh said, come from a working family, has had a tough upbringing, that hasn't come from politics, that has a bit of common sense, that doesn't have an ulterior motive or an agenda.
Has a shed
I mean,
with
as long as they
cutlery.
can pay me a decent salary, I don't even want to fucking live in number 10, mate. I'm happy in my little fucking ass. Like, just give me a fucking notepad. I'll send down some new legislation, and that'll be it, Bosh. Before you know it, we're at this economical crisis with fucking Russia and Ukraine, like you touched on earlier. Bosh,
Yeah.
one politic, fucking
Sorry.
point to Harry Roberts.
Are Sweden part of NATO?
Yes, they are. No,
As long as
so-
you can bring the fucking fuel prices down, I don't give a
100%.
fuck. If someone
Yeah,
just come in
literally.
and fucking the energy and fucking fuel
I
prices,
was 189 the other day. 189.
fucking takes a piss.
We need more of a French ideal with these kind of
We
things.
do not need anything more French.
No, because
We've had enough of French.
no, because when fuel prices and energy prices rise, they write about it immediately, and it doesn't rise any higher.
Yeah, we don't need no more of that, mate.
And on that note,
Yeah.
On that note, it's perfect time to wrap it up because Josh made it too political. Like, I felt like I was on ITV News, bro.
yeah, we're not here for politics.
No. People
here
are
for
tuning in to
politics.
literally listen to us talking. We had a really fun, like, podcast, like, before we done this
Yeah.
one. It's just literally just been George advertising, like, set
Set
off.
off, yeah.
It's absolutely fine. Like, I'm fully here
We should have
for
put
it.
before that bit, and now a word from our sponsors. And then just me fucking chatting about myself.
Yeah. I might add that in before you start talking about it.
Yeah.
Another word from our sponsors at set off. Thirsty?
Oh, fucking.
See that one off, didn't you?
It's been a long day.
Remember my first beer.
Gonna go home and shadow box in the fucking mirror now, aren't you?
You're gonna have that one.
No, you enjoy it, mate. Go on, let's see it off. Go on.
I'm not gonna
Go on.
see it.
No, go on for the
See
camera.
it
Go
off.
on for the camera now. I've already called you out. Here we go. Everybody watch the face.
You got this. You
Keep
got
going.
this. Keep going.
If you do this, I swear to God, I'll fucking give you a crisp high five.
He's almost there. He's almost there.
Fucking hell. Well done. Do you remember that first time you had a beer?
Yeah.
You had his hand for so long it turned back to a fucking yeast or like a hop, didn't it?
Yeah. Fucking.
I see what you mean with the gas now.
Yeah. Please don't burp down the microphone.
That's what you
He's
expect.
gonna
Yes,
throw
I
up.
will.
Look at his face. Anyway,
Been a long day.
Oh, fair play, Josh. There's a little knuckle. Yeah, well, that's fucking well urban, wasn't it? Dish. Did it probably make some connection out? I'll give up.
I just remembered from the fucking first one we just filmed about what he actually said about his song being for Vecna. It was J. Cole.
Oh, yeah, J. Cole,
And about
yeah.
fucking Vecna just vibing with a Magnum.
Yeah, Josh doesn't.
He's
know.
in trouble. He is in trouble. Look at his face. I wish we still had the camera on him, just him.
Oh, fucking hell, I need to burp.
Go on and burp.
Coming up.
It's not going to for a little while. But
gonna
when
be
it does,
sick.
he's gonna be throw up.
Go belly
Go
for
in the garden, mate.
Belly for the corona.
Go in the garden while Harry fucking sees off the fucking podcast.
Yeah, I will do.
Are you gonna chunder, bro? He needs to get some air, doesn't he? Well, listen, thanks everybody again for tuning into the Average Joe's podcast. Today's one has again been a bit disjointed. Is he alright?
He's just shundered. You alright? You just chunder? I heard it. And fucking burped it all up.
Erin wasted all that fucking time cooking that spag bowl for you to bring it up because you had one beer.
That was a nice bag bowl.
Yeah, it was delicious. But yeah, thanks again for tuning into the Average Joe's podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content, and also save our photos and videos on Instagram, all of our social media platforms. It means the world to us, just that little bit of interaction with our posts.
We hit 100 subscribers, so thank you.
Yeah. Just get
keep
another 100
going.
now.
Keep going.
Just keep sharing it, keep pushing it. We will be the biggest podcast in the UK. By the end of the year, we will be the biggest podcast in the world by the end of next year. So, massive goals to achieve. We need all your help. So yeah, let's just keep going. But our socials are at the Average Joe's podcast, at the Average Joe's Pod, on TikTok and on Instagram. So get that shit following. And also, if you'd like me as the main host, and you'd rather me be.
You can't even get the socials right.
I did. At the Average Joe's Pod.
Yeah, but use it at the Average Joe's podcast. Sorry.
Yeah. Listen, it's my first day on the job as the main host. I think I've done okay. I've done 2 episodes now.
We're just giving the people what they want.
Three,
They wanted some more of you, so.
Yeah. So yeah, if you do want me to stay and maintain this position as the main co-host, then just.
I've got an
comment
idea
that.
actually. Sorry
Yeah,
to
go on.
interrupt you. When we do episodes like this, you host it. When we do the interview style, I'll host it.
Oh goodness me. Okay.
Yeah, should we give that a go?
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. If you want that to happen, I'll put a poll on Instagram in the next few days after this goes out, and we'll see what the people think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cool.
Oh yeah.
Thanks everyone.
Peace out.